This is Dent Digest, the podcast dedicated to all things painless dent repair. From the latest techniques to cutting-edge tools, we dive into engaging discussions with renowned dent repair experts. Buckle up for industry success stories, tool reviews, and valuable insights from individuals who have mastered the art of eliminating dents without a trace. And now here's your hosts, dent repair gurus Ryan Shutt and Alex Kukulis.
What is going on? Welcome to another episode of the Dent Digest live show. You see we have a couple different guests here. What's going on, guys?
What's up? I was sitting there chilling. I was thinking you guys were going to talk for a minute. I was like, I chill for a minute. Oh shit, I'm on.
It didn't work out as well as I expected, but it's okay. We're all here now.
That's right.
So, how are you guys doing since I won the Golden Mike Award?
I was proud of you.
No,
me too.
It wasn't just me. It was Alex. It was Manny. And I don't know if you guys saw it. Manny's wife is heartless, man. She was tearing his ass up. Holy moly. She was just brutal out there. So, anyway.
Some good pictures.
What was your take on
That's for sure.
What was your take on the show?
It's amazing. It's so good.
Incredible, man. So much fun.
It's like every year, and it goes by in a blur. You're like, man, what happened?
It's slow moving in the beginning, right? And then it just
It's so good.
A streak. You know what I mean? The only weird thing is everybody kept their clothes on this year.
They did.
They had a 40-yard dash, men and women.
Did you win? You won.
I was in bed, fool. I'm old.
I can't run.
Kevin, what was your take?
I loved it, man. The venue was incredible. The people were great. It flowed nice. We were prepared. I just thought it was incredible. I mean, everyone there was, having a party, actually sponsored parties, and then having a theme party in there. I just thought it was great. So we're looking forward to upgrading and maybe upping the level next year based on what we just saw this year. So changing a few things to make it easier and the flow better, because I did hear some people like, man, look at that line. I'm like, all right, we're going to try and do away with those lines. So we're working on it,
Yeah.
We learn every year.
The parties were good. You know what I mean? Every single one of them was a good get together, no pressure. It was very relaxed, besides the beer lines.
I didn't have to worry about that one. I had kept that thing on me at all times. I was like, you kids have fun. I was giving out beer tickets.
I gave up. It's terrible to say. I mean, I don't mind draft beer, but we were giving out beer tickets, and then we go to the buy line. I'm like, yeah, that line's way too. I'll just stand here and get a Corona. And John Yeager bought Carrie and I a couple beers, so that was nice. I'm like, thanks,
he's a sweetheart.
He's pretty cool. I like him a lot.
He's a cool dude. I met him for the first time.
It's funny. You go there and you see, people that you haven't seen or you want to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, you end up talking back to the same guys that you're great friends with, because you improve those relationships where, who knows what's going to happen in the future. You might work together. You might, you might travel. Hey, let's go to the show. Let's go to a different show, or let's go to just Florida and go to the beach. So there's that.
I think it was a good mix. I mean, the vendors were ready to go. The beer at the podcast row was a great idea. Shame it only lasted one day. I don't know how many cases of beer we need.
Four cases, which means we need 8 cases next year. Hey, man, I'm good for a case or two. I can tell you right now. I had it in my truck, and I just never brought it out because my truck was parked 2 miles away.
Yeah, right. It's like, I want a beer, but how bad do I want a beer?
I will tell you one of the funniest things. Goddamn, Dave Shalott, stop texting. You know, You seeing that?
No.
I wish I could.
The funniest is we're walking. So it was the final night, and we're walking out, and I'm over at my truck, and I'm putting all the stuff away because we had just taken the trucks from the tag team out to park them to where they can be returned. So these two ladies are walking through the parking lot, and Dave Schluck goes, "They have Stanliner tools. Get them!" And there's like 7 of us. We go running. This lady goes, "I'm Bryce Kelly's mom." I'm like, wait. What?
Is that where that picture came from?
Oh,
it was epic, man.
I saw Brian.
They were so sweet, man. They were so nice, and obviously took pictures with us because it was funny.
I met his mom and dad out in a little grass area where he was standing there, and we were bragging on him. Somebody's like, "Man, Bryce is great PDR technician." I was like, and the most humble dude. And Bryce over, "Oh, stop," like he is.
His dad is amazing at rebuilding old cars.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like seeing his dad do all that stuff. I was like, I know where Bryce gets it from.
Absolutely.
You meet his family, his aunt and his mom and his dad, and you realize where he gets it from. But then you meet his wife and his kids, and you're like, wow, man. I mean, it's just generational where they're all great. So, of course, Bryce and I, when we're all friends, but it's just nice to see that kind of family vibe at MTE. So I hope more people bring their families and have a good time like they did. So
absolutely
good stuff.
Bear with me, I'm dealing with some spam. So
speaking of Jaeger, there he is.
Hi, John.
Oh, bud.
What's up,
Good
John?
to see you, bud.
I'm gonna read that. I see.
Great people. I didn't see him all drunk this year. I really
miss
miss him.
He kept calm this year. He was like, I ain't doing that again.
I really, really miss my drunken Jaeger conversations at 2 a.m. So I'm kind of feeling left out this year.
There was a guy that fell over with his chair and all.
He did.
Did you see that?
Right, the whole chair. He just never he was locked in and just the whole thing went over. It was great. It was.
I don't know if he was a dent guy, but
he was definitely a dent guy, dude.
What else was there? Like, painter, detailer, perhaps,
One night there was a group of lawyers.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
One of them was like sloshed.
Congratulations to the champ right here, Miramax.
Yes.
Won it again.
Nice.
Man. Yeah. He did.
Proud of you, man. I think we're missing a prize, though, that he doesn't. I don't know if you knew about it, but Miro gets he gets some nights either discounted or free for next year's MTE.
Wow. No, that's in my name.
Oh, I'll just send it to you then. That's no big deal.
It gets a free week at the Bird Manor.
That actually, I'm not gonna lie. I've heard that place is pretty cool. I'd like to go there for free.
I think everything went really well. I think it was packed on Saturday. I do feel like everybody was buying tools, having a good time. Even on the detail end, there was some really good stuff over there that demonstrations and different products, and it was just an all-around great time. I mean, it was a great show. I told when I got back, a bunch of my detailing buddies, I'm like, you guys are missing out, man.
Well, I won't mention any names, but I will tell you, tool companies on the PDR side had record Fridays that they made more that Friday than they did both days in the past.
That's awesome.
That's something to be said.
Yeah.
So that just shows our community coming in, and I mean, obviously we have a lot of new tools, great people want to spend money. So, and I will say, and I'll use your show to do it, but for everyone that donated prizes for the Dent Olympics and the tag team, thank you very much. I will be calling you to thank you personally. So really appreciate it.
Yeah, how do you think the competition went?
I think it went well. I think we definitely nailed the top 5 and top 3 for tag team. It was awesome, man. When you go around and look at those dents and you realize who the top, none of the judges know who's in the. I mean, we might know who's in the competition, but we don't know whose dent is whose.
Dent? Yeah,
we have no idea. And we switch it up. Like we I switched the tag team judges, went and looked at, even though they weren't judging it at that time, we still had to agree that that was the top 5 for the Dent Olympics, and the tag team judges, the Dent Olympic judges had to agree that the tag team judges got it right too. So we nailed it.
What about Forrest Gump and Lieutenant Dan?
That was awesome.
How was he sitting in that chair for so
He was
long
on his.
like that?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Did you hear what he said, by the way? I mean, he said he actually practiced. He was prepared to actually fix dents on his, from that
wheelchair.
Position. No, he said, I will get up and swing up to the top without using his legs. We're like, wait, what?
They're all in, dude. Every year they kill it.
I'm impressed, man.
They retired us. Like, we're not even doing tag team anymore because of them. Like, we can't win it, so we'll just retire.
Right.
I think the first time I talked to Tad and Jeff before the first tag team competition, we said, hey, it's going to be an entertainment award. I think immediately they're both like, well, okay. They had already signed up. They were both with Tent Wizard. And they said, we're going to bring it. They didn't know what then, but I'm sure they were like, listen, you can tell me. I promise. I won't tell anyone, which I've kept my word all these years. When they tell me, I'm like, wait, you're doing what? All right, let's see it. And then they come out epic fashion every year.
Always, yeah. And then there was afterwards, like outside they had little park benches. Like Jeff sitting on a park bench, looked just like Forrest Gump. Like there's a picture of him, like talking to the dude beside of him.
Awkward.
I was dying.
I like the fact they don't care, man. Last year they went to Waffle House. The shenanigans.
They were doing the salt.
Wow.
I think the ad of the detailing ad would be good too. A buffing competition, or
They're working on it.
That'll be a really good.
It's gonna be good.
Really good addition. And the other thing that really got my attention was some of the booths, and there was some really serious booths there for MTE.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That next tin booth. The sad part is it ended up in the dumpster.
Did it really?
Yeah, they got rid of it because it cost them too much money to ship it back.
I think I would have brought that one home just to set it up, maybe in the yard for a minute. Put a bouncy house below it, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
It's $27,000 to ship it there.
Oh wow, that's insane. That thing's huge. I was watching put it up. I was in amaze. I was like, "What the hell? Are you serious right now?"
Kevin, would you ever buy or rent, or you don't rent cars, but buy enough cars for that show to where there wouldn't be a lower row of dents in the Dent Olympics?
I'm not a big fan of the Nissans. So we're going to do away with Nissans hopefully next year. I felt bad because, we pulled the glass out of the front because they were laminate.
Mm-hmm.
And because we pulled the front, we had to pull the rear because otherwise we'll get that's not fair, routine. And it wouldn't be a fair competition. So we try to make it as fair as possible. We do our best, but it is difficult. So, we could just go get hoods and work hoods, which, wouldn't be a problem, but I don't know. It's real life dents. We put them in there. They're all
it's better to be indoor. I just felt like looking at the lower one and the top one.
Get that bottom. You're like, man, damn.
Yeah,
like
Josh's story was like
I
had lower door under the handle, no window. He was like, bro.
Yeah, you got to come in. You got to come in knowing that it could be any dent. It could be. We had a few years. We put them in the quarters, and guys fixed them. And what we did, but I'll just say what they don't fix. We have a team that comes in.
Cleans it up.
We clean them all up, and they pass. All of them passed this year. So all those super stretch dents or oil canning, we made them good. And of course, we're not competing, so there's no time limit on us. We don't have a crowd. If anything, we're a cleanup crew, knowing that the objective is to make these cars so where we can move on with our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Sure. Whole hell of a lot of toll cut. It was good.
not like the Chevy Cruises.
What's up, Q?
That was the first year I used toll cut on a cleanup. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna need some toll cut.
I'm
like,
sponsored.
Which
Sponsored
one?
by
I'm like,
Toll Cut.
all of it. Bring all of it. Bring all the talk.
Say.
So
I'll sponsor the Toll Cut next year.
look at that.
Toll Cut's going to sponsor a party. How about that?
Hell yeah.
Toll Cut, and you know what? I'm going to try and get DeWalt Drills to sponsor a party because those guys say, "Oh, we don't drill." I'm like, whatever.
I thought
I could probably do that because they're stationed here in Maryland. We could probably get DeWalt to sponsor it.
I think. I mean, I got a Makita rep, but DeWalt's my go-to.
DeWalt's here.
For my
it's
buffer.
easy.
For my
I
buffer.
was about to say, I thought you just polished.
We've had plenty of phone calls. You're like, hold on 1 second. I was like, oh my gosh, how big is that Unibit? Oh, you use a Rotovoach.
No, it's definitely a Unibit. The good one goes to 1 inch.
Dentcraft makes all those extensions so you can get those a lot of places.
Yeah. Someone asked me, goes, well, do you have one of those oval bits? I'm like, oval bits? No.
Man, that sounds like a nightmare.
you know.
Like the old school ones?
No, it's when it runs.
Yeah,
when the drill just.
It could have been a rectangle in the beginning, and they made it, anyway.
An oval.
So everybody knows we had a huge hit in the paintless dent repair world. MTE. Kevin Halewood passed away. Do you want to touch base on that a little bit, Kev?
Oh man, I mean, super sad news. All right, so he passed away Sunday late afternoon, early evening, and people, it's just devastated, man. It's so sad. I've been friends with him since probably MTE 3. I mean, I've always been his personal dent guy. When his family gets a dent, hey, I'll come over. We've been friends for a long, long time. So for me personally, it definitely hits home and hurts. But so many guys have great stories, just like I do, of his humor and his laugh and his just demeanor and his love for all of us. Yeah. I will tell you, and I think all of us can agree that we will do our best and vow to keep his vision and legacy alive. So I'll do everything I can, man. I mean, and I'm sure you guys will too. So
we've got some callers that we're going to get on. Go ahead, Andy.
I was going to say, fittingly, he got the Lifetime Achievement Award at the awards. That was, going out. So that family be in my thoughts and prayers.
That was amazing. Just such an amazing family, man. It's my heart goes out to Kenton, Kara, and Karen, his family, his overseas family. I mean, they're just nothing but love, and I'm really sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's get our first caller on here.
Caller number 1, you're on the air.
I feel like this is
Hey, Ryan.
What's up, Sheldon? How are you, buddy?
Good. How about you?
You're joining me, Kevin Bird, Alex, and Andy Patrick. What's going on?
Wow, the dream team over here.
Hi, Sheldon.
What's up, brother?
Good.
How you doing?
Trying to recover from a great MTE.
So what was your take? How do you think it went?
I honestly think it was fantastic. I mean, the building had a couple learning curve items that we'll work on for next year, but I really haven't talked to anyone that had a bad time.
Not at all. It was good. The place was big, but by Sunday, I knew it.
Yeah. That's why I'm just trying to get the exact same space for next year so people hopefully remember once they get there where everything was.
And the evening events were fun. I think everybody enjoyed those. It was really good. The welcoming party to the Hawaiian shirt party to, every night was something. So that was a good touch.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to complain about free beer, but I think that was actually one of the worst things about it was the wines for the free beer. So that's on my list to fix.
We're going to sponsor it, so don't worry about it.
We're already working on it. We're already going to sponsor it.
Love it.
So let's touch a little bit about Kevin Halewood.
Yeah. So, like kind of sour ending to the whole event, but, we're going out to his funeral this weekend. Going to celebrate him and, founding MTE. And there's a couple things in the pipeline that we're working on to honor him. Don't have all the details yet, but we will have everything ironed out by next show to have some pretty significant stuff for Kevin.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, just to get in a little history, when did you guys take it over from Kevin?
I believe we bought it in 2017, and then 2018 was the first show I ran.
Okay.
Still at the Carib.
Okay. Now, obviously, the basis of the show is the same, and you guys have kind of added to it. It's nice to see that the history of the show is still there.
Right. Kevin chose us as a family company to keep it non-corporate, still kind of small business, family feel. Keep the family feel at the show. Don't turn it into a SEMA or a massive thing. So even though we've grown, it's still kind of been in the back of our heads that we don't want to outgrow that small niche networking feel. So that's kind of always been lingering there and will forever stay that way.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get you on. Kevin, do you have anything?
I think that we're looking at many good years of MTE, and based on what Kevin built early on to now, I think that he would be very, very happy with the way that we're moving and everyone's getting along, and his vision is very much alive, man. I mean, we were intertwined with detailers and paint and application. I mean, just everything's just moving in the right direction. So
I'll tell Sheldon, thank you for taking that over and, crushing it with it, like continuing the tradition and getting it bigger and everything. Y'all are doing an amazing job of carrying on the tradition, Sheldon.
Well, I appreciate that very much. Definitely right now, it's nice to hear that, I think Kevin will be proud of what we're doing. So just want to keep that going forward and keep moving up and on.
Yeah, it was a really good, it was just peaceful. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot going on, but everybody got along. There wasn't a whole lot of any real drama. And it seemed like everybody enjoyed it. I mean, Friday was mayhem in there. Saturday was much more easy to move around. So
yeah, talking to some of the manufacturers and just like they couldn't even leave to go to the bathroom on Friday because they were just so busy. That's great to hear. That's from a show organizer standpoint, that's exactly what I want. But it was nice to see Saturday people could actually breathe a little bit and relax.
Yeah. Well, Sheldon, I appreciate you doing such a good job with the show and popping on real quick. And we've got a couple more callers to go on and kind of chat about Kevin and go from there. But we do appreciate it.
Yep. No, thank you all. And I'll see some of you this weekend.
See you later.
Sounds good, brother.
See you, brother.
Bye-bye. Let's get our next one on. We got a whole row. Kevin's got them lined up.
Sheldon's done a great job, man. I mean, his team is like on it.
Oh yeah, I love Wheels. Man, Wheels is like nonstop in the loading bay on Thursday. That dude don't stop.
Yeah, don't joke with him. He doesn't like. He does not like jokes and messing around at all.
Okay.
Who, Sheldon?
No, Wheels.
Oh.
Wheels.
He's on it, man.
Yeah,
that guy's great, man. They're all great. I mean, listen, they're all great. It's just crazy. They come from another show straight to the expo or to MTE. It's nuts.
It's nuts.
It's what they do, man. All right, let's get the next one on.
Surprise me.
This is your life.
Hey, Tommy, it's Ryan over here with all the boys, Kevin Bird, Andy Patrick, and Alex Cuckoo.
How are you?
Hi, Tommy.
How are you?
Doing okay under circumstances.
Yeah. I wanted to kind of just touch base a little bit about Kevin. If you want to share some memories or some conversations about it, have at it.
Okay. I promised I wouldn't break down. So here goes.
Here for you, buddy.
his humor. I mean, every week, every couple of weeks, I would get a joke, and it's obviously a joke. I couldn't show my wife, and I'd just be laughing on the couch. And she'd look at me and go, "What?" And I said, "Kevin sent me a joke." She's like, "Oh my God." It's just the way Kevin was. I mean, he brought us all together. I remember him joking about one of my first seminars. Yeah, that's you got the men's bathroom stall 3 over there. And he used to tell everybody that. In fact, he had a sign made up for somebody one time with their name on it, and it said seminar room or something. And he hung it in the bathroom, so everybody that went in the bathroom could see it. Something. And he hung it in the bathroom. Just a great guy. Loved our industry. Brought us all together. Gave all of us misfits a place to kind of rise above. And just a super good guy. Loved his family. You know, he came. My wife and I were at a car show in the mountains of North Carolina, and I was doing dents there. He and Karen, this is probably 2 years ago, came up there, spent the day with us. He said, "I want to get back before dark." I said, "Okay." So we all went out to eat and kept them out way past dark. And just, I didn't want to let him go. You know, it was just we hanging out, just telling jokes, having a good time. That was just Kevin.
Yeah.
Deeply caring about everybody. I
agree,
remember
man.
very emotional. Couldn't get through. There would be times when Sid had passed or Tim Childers had passed, and he'd look at me and go, "You're going to have to do this." And I'd be like, "I can't do this." And we were both very emotional. He just loved people, loved our industry, loved everybody.
100%.
I agree.
100%. I mean, super kind, just thoughtful person.
Yeah.
Those kind of people are hard to find.
Yeah, and especially, in our industry, the thing I talked with, I think it was John Lewis today, he and I were talking, and I said, we would, back in the early days when I started, we would see another dent guy, and we could be ready to fight. Man, who are you trying to come into my stuff for? And Kevin kind of erased all that. We'd come to MTE, we'd all have a drink, we'd all buy each other drinks, and now we're all buddies. Yeah. And we'd see each other out. Well, let's go to lunch. And that was all because of Kevin. He just brought the whole industry together.
Yeah.
Those early days, man, those Clearwater days were crazy.
I need to hear some of them stories.
Tommy, I know you and I speak for probably everyone that was there at the Biltmore. No one left that place, that bar, sober. No one, not one person.
I did occasionally. Okay, you're right.
I have pictures, man. I mean, I'll pull some old Polaroids out. Trust me.
Oh my gosh!
What year was this?
Oh, I remember. Ooh.
Oh,
I remember the original one with the double tree where you had guys climbing the trees outside.
That's awesome.
Well, Tommy, I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Kevin kind of hand selected some guys and that were close with Kevin and wanted to get you on.
Well, I appreciate that. And it means the world. I thought about earlier and go off subject a little bit. Other than my son and my dad, I've never kissed a man before. Kevin kissed me on the cheek, and I would kiss him on the cheek. And it just, I know that sounds weird, but it just shows the affection he had for his friends.
Yeah.
And that, I look at it today, that meant the world to me.
Yeah. Sounds like a true friend.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Well, Tommy, you have a good rest of your evening, and I'm sure you'll see some of these guys on Saturday. Right? Is it Saturday, Kevin?
Yeah, look.
Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for coming on.
Okay. I'll talk to y'all. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a great night.
See you later.
You too, brother.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Look at that.
Speaking
True
on-
heart speak.
Yeah.
Gets
Speaking
to
on the
going,
brotherhood,
man.
speaking on the brotherhood part, he talked about, like, my guy Ray, this is his first year bringing him MT, his first year in the industry, and like he came from body shop industry and blown away by the camaraderie. We still been talking about. He's like, man, this industry is crazy. So like Kevin Elwood had a lot to do with that and bringing us all together. So off of what Tommy said,
It's just a different show, right? Like I mean, there were guys there that are in my direct market that not so much dents, but in the like PPF world or detail world that are direct competitor of mine, a direct company that we always go, people price shopping between me and him. And it's such an easy place to walk up to somebody and be like, hey man, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just, I don't know. It's a different feel there.
Yeah.
Think about what he accomplished with overall, I mean, we could all be friends in our own market. We could all, hey, put the gloves down, we'll battle on the field, but let's, at the end of the day, let's have a beer, man. Let's, we don't have to talk business. We're all family guys. We're passionate about other things other than PDR, but Kevin took it to a international level that none of us even thought about. I mean, he did that, and he did it with the idea of we would all commingle with detailers, painters, wheel guys, windshield chip. I mean, everything. He had interiors. That was his background. So he was able to do that, and what it is today is, it's just that's his vision. That was it. So
it's amazing.
Hats off to all of you. I mean, it's just I'm glad I know you. So
right. And we're looking with that, with all the, the detail side, the windshield side, like that's helped us PDR companies grow into beyond PDR, like adding those services that's at that expo. Like I know Ryan, Dr. Color Chip, you've seen it at MTE, I seen it at MTE. That's how we added that ceramic coating. Like, so, just having that expo helps to find those extra services. And yet again, thanks to Kevin Hellwood for the vision.
Yeah. And it was fun to watch. Like my good friend Jamie was there with Equipped Academy, and he was doing PPF installs on that half a Tesla. And, he was like, man, this show is, these guys that are in his business, they don't know what they're missing. Like he was like,
I'm
this
glad
was
I met him, man.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
That's a good dude.
So, but I think it was good. I think that's one thing Kevin did was just bring, like Tommy said, bring everybody together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a straight playing field for everything. If you're a tool manufacturer, if you're a PDR tech or detail person, there's no real, what's the word? Competition. We all are kind of on the same playing field. So,
right.
Well, let's get our next one on. Kevin Bird knows this guy really well. So, hopefully he answers the phone.
Hello.
What's up, Andrew?
What's going on?
How are you?
Hi, Andrew.
I'm good. Hey.
Hey,
what's
Andrew.
up, guys?
Are you recovering?
We're doing good.
Good. So we're bringing you on. Give your little thoughts with Kevin. Some of your little individual interactions with him and relationships and things, memories that you had with him.
Yeah. So the first time I met Kevin is Tommy. Actually, we met in North Carolina, and Tommy got me in to help with the Dent Olympics. And so that was the first time I met Kevin, helping with the Dent Olympics. And as it progressed, we made the cannons and everything to try to curb any complaints or anything like that. But Kevin was always there to, help somebody or get everybody together. And, when I was back in those days, they taught you to not like other deck guys, you were enemies. And everything like that. So for him to bring all of us together and we can have good shows and a good time all together, that's just who Kevin was.
Agreed.
Now, with how it's been the last few years since he sold it, have you seen a whole lot of change with MTE?
Just growth. He got into bad health where he just couldn't take the stress of building everything, and he knew it needed to go to another level, and that's where he was at with the business, and I think he did exactly that, and with the size of the show and the amount of people and the interest every year, it's amazing.
Yeah, the group of people that that even Sheldon put together for that show, it still has that small family feel.
Oh yeah, definitely. We always get greeted just like he would, and they always take care of us, and so it's they definitely make it all about you and what do you need and how can we make things better, and it's great.
Yeah.
The other side of that is that the new convex didn't change anything. I mean, all of us that still work with convex, we all worked with Kevin for years, and we were all friends with him, and we transitioned, and we just kept that family vibe that Kevin wanted us to have, and he stayed on with us, throughout his entire career, and made sure that we were all, everyone was on board. So hats off, man. And I love working with these guys.
Yeah.
And Andrew, you do a great job with the Dent Olympics. You know what I mean? You and your
I
wife.
appreciate it.
I mean, that's a tough job there.
Yeah, I have a good crew that comes every year and is dedicated to helping, and all the competitors that compete. We wouldn't be worth anything if nobody competed. So we appreciate everybody that turns out and tries it, and they all go home learning something. And we wish we could have it all on the same panel, no lower dents. We wish we could do it that way, and just the bracing and all the things that we have. We never know what kind of car we're going to get until we get to the airport. So it's
Chevy Cruises.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mitsubishi Clips.
Please, no.
Scions.
No, Ford Taurus rolls.
The old ones.
You guys really need to get the old Ford Tauruses. That's
Yes.
the only
I learned
cars.
dents on those.
Me too. That's why I would take them all day because I learned on them. Like I can go back to that with my flat bar like nobody's business.
Right.
Let's go.
I'll find
those
now that
Yeah.
I will bring. Let's do it. I'll just buy some Tauruses. We'll make it happen. And you guys put your money where your mouth is. How about that?
I'll do it.
I'll pass.
I ain't scared.
There'll be a lot of Dent Wizard guys winning that competition.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah, I
compete if we get a Ford Taurus. I
Me
will
too.
compete.
Mark it down.
All right.
I'm
Go
gonna.
shut his head.
I'm gonna. Andrew, we should tell everyone we're getting Ford Tauruses, and then change it up to Lincoln fenders and Grand
Oh
Marquis.
God. No, I'm out.
Don't.
Sebring quarter panel.
Oh,
So I have to break that DeWalt out.
yeah.
Your polisher.
Polish.
Yep.
Yeah, Andrew, off what Ryan said. Thank you guys for doing a great job. That's a hard job, a hard task to try to make everything as equal as you can, and you guys do an amazing job at it. Your team is top notch, dude.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely, brother.
Well, Andrew, thanks for coming on, giving your little give back to Kevin here, and be safe.
All right, thank you. I just want to, say that we're gonna really miss him, and just thanks for your call.
Yeah.
It's amazing how he was able to get Dent guys to get along.
Yes.
All
It's
come together.
amazing.
That's amazing.
And detailers and
Yep.
and everything. They're just a big family.
Yep.
It starts from the top with that. You know what I mean? It starts with the very top of the line to kind of break the tension in the air, and he was really good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So you have a great night, sir.
Appreciate it.
And if you need anything, let us know.
Thank all y'all. All right. Thank you.
Night, brother.
Bye.
See you, bro.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
And he actually said it right. You know what I mean? He was really good at breaking that tension.
Mm-hmm.
Evening out the line of the detailers and the PDR guys, just trying to make it very even playing. So it was nice. It was nice to see. And I think it's great that Convex didn't change much.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Josh had turned Kevin's mic off. He's afraid he's going to take his potty break like he does.
Yeah,
I knew
miss
that-
Kevin's
I knew that
potty
was
breaks.
coming.
I thought that was coming.
I already peed, everybody.
You're old though. Like every 5 minutes.
All right, I might
What's up,
go.
Jack?
Jack's ice fishing.
So
Isn't that crazy?
Kev,
Yeah.
what is the arrangements for Kevin?
So 12 to 3 at Sylvan Abbey in Clearwater, Safety Harbor countryside area, which is from Tampa. It's about 15, 20 minutes over the Tampa Bay, and then you're in that area. Beautiful. It's a beautiful setting. If this is his final spot, which it is, it's going to be. It should be pretty amazing. I know a lot of people are coming in for this. Plus, obviously his family. But it's 3 hours. I'm sure we're all going to tell great stories, and it's going to be. I'm hoping it's just going to be a very nice, peaceful ceremony, and I'm sure it will. I know there's going to be lots of tears, and the service is going to be. It's going to be something. So I know I'm going to try my best to keep it together, but I can't promise that, man. I love that guy, and I love his family, and it's just going to be tough. So
Yeah. So we got one more caller we're going to get on. Let's get him on.
This is fun. We're going to start doing
I think I know this guy too.
Start randomly calling people.
I'm going to let you start it, Kevin.
I feel like I'm prank phone calling.
Hey, Ryan.
How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Hope you are.
What are you doing right now?
I'm at the hotel room in Missouri.
Sounds windy.
What are you wearing?
Miss you, buddy.
Something naughty.
Hi, John.
How's it going?
I'm good, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
So we're having a little
no problem.
A little story chatting about Kevin Halewood. So if you have anything in here that you want to share, let it rip.
Yeah, for sure. I apologize. I don't have Facebook, so I couldn't watch the live stream, what's been said, what hasn't been said, but I'm sure all of us are going to have the same story of, Kevin, how great he was for the industry and how he was a visionary to bring so many different trades together in this business and get the platform to move forward. And I mean, he was just a great person, great family man, and the way his family surrounded him and supported him, and just you don't have enough accolades for somebody like that.
Now, when did you meet Kevin? How did you meet him?
I'm trying to remember the dates. I think it was 2002, the first show I attended. I missed the first one. I've only missed two, the very first one and the one that went to Texas. So he was running around pretty hot and heavy, and I finally got a chance to talk to him, and he gave me a little bit of a story about on the publishing side and just how he wanted to give us all a platform and elevate our business and our industry, and just enough can't be said for what he's done for all of us.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
Me too.
John, I don't think we would. I mean, I'm not saying we wouldn't, but it would have been difficult for us to know each other had it not been for MTE.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I think back to some of the first times where I met you, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Halewood and his family thought so much about family as a whole that, in the first few years over the Twin Towers, I mean, he had family centers set up where kids can come and play. And I mean, that's the first time I saw Colton and down there with his little car and his little tool, working on the little Matchbox cars. And,
that's right.
It was
so funny.
It was, I mean, it's just amazing. And I mean, so many more people have come before me that had so much more impact with Kevin and, Tom Nations and Terry Siegel and Peter Tempke and Michael Hand and some of those guys. And I'm speaking specifically about the Den Olympic side, but there was a lot of hurdles that we overcame in the beginning to get it to where it is. Where now you got the Kinsey family that come up with air cannons, so everybody has a consistent dent that we can all work on and fairly judge. And I mean, it's just the industry has come leaps and bounds, and I credit it to the show.
I agree.
And the unity, like we keep saying,
Yeah.
we keep going back to that, the clear air there, very low tension. Everybody's happy to be there. It's a nice environment to be in.
The early years were different, John. I mean, the egos were and the guard was up in the walls, and guys didn't want to share because they were worried about their business and being at risk. And then Kevin kind of helped us all. I mean, he worked on that. It was one of his goals is to, hey, what if we all got along, kind of, and work together?
yeah.
Can we make more money? And I believe we can. So.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. And Dana White could have had a UFC series there at Scuba Joe's there in the beginning. That was like ground zero for so many different events that happened, and just to see what happened then and to where we are now, where we have meet and greets where families are out there, and now we're seeing the second generation of kids coming up for training, and that's what I'm out here in Missouri with. I brought my youngest son out here to start training with Mike Seawald next week. So, I'm proud of the industry, and I know I should give it more credit by being online, but that's just a choice I've made that social media isn't for me, and and for my peace of mind. But I'm just thankful for everything Kevin and Karen and Kara and everybody else has done for our industry and for me personally.
Yeah, it's a special group.
John, I don't care if you're not on social media. I'll just keep calling you anyway. So you got that. Got that.
Hey, it's the open line, brother, all the time. Open line.
He likes to call us to use the bathroom.
John is one of my best buddies. We've been friends a long, long time, and we've had shared so many laughs. And like I said, I don't know if that would be possible without Kevin Halewood. I would think that maybe, but it would have taken like probably 10 or 15 more years. But we met early on at MTE, and obviously, a lot of us now that we've been to so many, we've seen it grow to what it is now. And that's what Kevin wanted. I mean, so, here we are.
And one of the things
In the beginning, I mean, you can walk through the show pretty quick, and Kevin, me and you both were talking about this today, and you're talking to somebody and say you're going to be right back, and now you just see so many people that you want to share time with, and it might be 45 minutes before you make it back around because we are a big family now, and just seeing everybody once a year is really good for the soul.
Yeah. One of the guys in here said, "Do you remember the Mobile Tech newsletter that Kevin was a trailblazer in our industry?"
Of course.
Oh, yeah,
Of course. I don't know if you know
Unfortunately,
this,
I
but...
had a. Go ahead,
Go
Kevin.
ahead, John. No, I was going to say, I still have the issue that you were on. You were on the front page.
Yep. And you as well. And, I was completely surprised by that when I got a call. I believe, was her name Pam? Who was doing the article. And
Kim.
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 Yeah. And I'm like, wow, you want to put me on the cover? I mean, that was, and that's just how selfless he is and how he wants to promote the industry. And, it was definitely an accolade for me. And, I didn't think it was well-deserved, but, he thought more of it, and I was very appreciative of it.
I thought it was well-deserved. You've had a plan, and you've worked with your kids and your family, and Kevin was a big part of that, and he always wanted our families to be involved, regardless.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we all have some really great memories, and the little things that we did do for Kevin and Karen and them. I mean, I was thankful as part of the cruise we got him that year because so many things that he did was behind the scenes nobody ever saw, and we just wanted to reach out and just say thanks for everything they did. So hopefully you enjoyed that as well.
Sure.
Yeah, that was pretty special. The fact that he'd been on several cruises, but he had never been on he never had a suite. So I will say, I don't know all the names, but I know John Willis, Mike Toledo, Bill Hewlett, Carrie and I. There were quite a few. We all banded together, donated, money to where because he always went on a cruise after MTE. And we said, man, you gotta do it right, and ask for it because, you're going on a nice cruise, so get a nice room. And he came back and he was like, man, that was just incredible. So, and he deserved it, by the way. He's so deserving, and we just wanted to. We all just thought, hey, we just want to give back to you for doing so much for us, and regardless, I mean, he was that guy. You just wanted to do everything you could for, and I hope that stays alive. I really hope that, we all band together, and if we can help his family out in any way, man, I hope we do. So,
sure.
Yeah, and possibly somehow keep the Heart Association thing that he had started. I don't know if it's still continuing or not, but I know we did for a few years do dent repairs to donate to that fund for him and in his honor. And he was so selfless starting that up too to give back. He's thankful for all the medical help that he got through his transplant and everything. So
yeah,
not enough good things can be said about him.
Yeah.
Nope, you're absolutely right. We can just keep on going.
Well, John, I appreciate you coming on and speaking some words about him. I do.
Well, thanks for the opportunity. I do appreciate it. I just hate that I'm in Missouri and can't be down there this weekend for the services.
Yeah. Well, you have a great evening, sir.
You guys do the same, and keep on keeping on, brothers.
Thank you, John. I'll talk to you tomorrow, brother.
All right, John.
Thanks. All right. Have a good night.
You too, sir.
See
Have
ya.
a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's crazy how many lives he's touched.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, without
Just a-
MTE, I wouldn't have met my hero, Ryan Shutt, several
Oh,
years ago.
jeez.
I fanboyed out. I was
Jeez.
like, you know who that is? That's Ryan Shutt.
You are such
He
a
did.
fanboy.
He did. He did.
You are such a fanboy.
He did.
There's Mike Toledo. There's Ryan Shutt.
I love it, man. I love it. It's so fun.
First time I met Ryan, I said, "You buying me dinner?"
Nice.
And I was like, "Who are you?
You with the
Who are you?
confident approach.
Who are
Over
you?"
whispering like a schoolgirl. I'm like, that's Ryan Shutt.
I'm that Greek dude from Arizona.
Oh man, but
You're in the wrong
it was
state.
a good. Yeah, they don't know the Maryland boys, Kev.
No,
We shoot people like you.
Not on accident. I mean, I'm just kidding.
Oh shit.
hey, Ryan Stark was telling me that he used to be a dent guy in Arizona, and dent guys were pulling guns on him down here. So he left.
I don't blame him.
I don't
You do
know
get
what it
your
was like to
windshield.
be a dent guy down there.
You don't know. Baltimore is interesting.
I ain't going to
Let's go to the
Baltimore.
block. Let's go to the block, Ryan.
Hey, I actually have a guy that one of my customers owns like 4 of them on the block right now.
No way.
He was in today. Yeah. He's like, man, it's not like what you think anymore. I'm like, the good thing is I don't have to think because I'm never coming back.
Meaning, I'm done with the block. Done.
It's like I'm a Ravens fan, and I'm like, man, I'll just catch an away game and like when they play the Titans. I'm good without going to a home game in Baltimore.
You would actually like it, man. It's pretty cool. And you're up
Really?
early because you're older now,
Yeah,
and
You're
everything's open. So
See, you only get beat up in the parking lot, not in the stadium.
no.
Okay.
And he's gonna wear his
Take
Ravens
off
jersey.
running into the stadium.
Yeah,
I wear my Ray Lewis. Let's go.
you'll fit right. Oh,
shit.
yeah, you'll fit right in, brother.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
You don't touch a guy with a Ray Lewis jersey on.
Well, guys, I'm glad we could do this show. We didn't do as much of the recap, but it's okay. We'll touch on it here throughout the next few weeks. I think it was a great time. It was a great
Absolutely.
event. I think everybody was happy. Everybody had fun. Kevin always makes it lively.
Oh yeah. I want to personally congratulate you guys for the Golden Mic. Like I said, Kevin Halewood, Lifetime Achievement, Matt Boyette, Toolmaker of the Year, Derek Yost, Mentor of the Year, and then Mary Toledo, Person of the Year. Like, congratulations to all you guys. You much deserved.
It was cool. It was cool.
I don't deserve anything. It's all
No, it was all. That's why Shetty's
Hey.
coming on the show next week and not you, Alex.
You're part of this. You know what I mean? That's what I said to Manny. Manny was like, I'm like, we're FaceTiming you. And he's like, oh, you don't have to. I'm like, dude, you're part of this. You know what I mean? It's all of everybody everybody's part of it. It's everybody, the 55 people that are in here right now watching. Everybody's part of it. The only reason we're doing this is because people watch. So, I appreciate everybody that voted. I appreciate everybody in the industry and the support throughout. It isn't like your show is better than my show, and it's not like that. It's just
Not
like,
at
hey,
all.
it's a very even playing field and a good time.
Dude, last year I think when we won, like you was the first one off the stage to congratulate us. I mean, that's just how it's like that MT, that brotherhood. That's what it's all about right there. So, and Alex, I was messing with you. You've done a great job stepping in for Manny. You're crushing him, brother.
Yeah.
Except for when you run for the camera at MTE.
I
didn't know what to do. I was halfway on the stage and Kevin Bird's taking a selfie and got halfway.
I'm like, Alex,
I didn't take any selfies.
I didn't want to go up.
Oh shit! And it seems like everybody likes our video, Alex. Of
that was hilarious. I've watched it like 10
Oh
times.
yeah,
that's awesome, man.
That's gonna turn into something.
Give me that joke.
Well, guys, we could sit on here all night long.
Absolutely.
But Kevin, please pass my thoughts on to the Halewood family. Obviously, shame it couldn't have been last weekend. We would have just stayed.
Right.
So,
hey, how can I know there's several ways to help the family too.
So Kara has a GoFundMe set up. If you go on Facebook, you'll see unfortunately, I'm going to go be off of Facebook here for quite a while, but I know there's a GoFundMe set up for the Halewood family from Kara Halewood. So please go on there. And if you can donate, it would be great. I don't know all the prompts currently, but I will get back to you. I know we donated today, Carrie and I, and, please understand it is, people think, oh, there's a tax part and, but it's not really that much. Most of these proceeds, most everything goes to the families. So please think about that. If you like to donate to the Halewoods, it'd be nice.
And you're going off Facebook because you're going to jail, right?
No, I mean, it's after MT, man. I like Facebook a lot. It's great, but I gotta focus.
He's got to work on his tan.
That's it.
I got some boats to clean and hopefully go out on the water.
Rough life.
Well, Kevin, I personally thank your help throughout the process of the show and everything going on. So it was a great time.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate you. Appreciate your help and you guys too. It's hard, Kevin knew he couldn't do it alone, so he always had help, and I feel the same way. This is not a one-man show. This is hey, we're all band together and we all work hard and we make it happen. So appreciate all of you.
Appreciate you, Kevin.
You guys.
Love you, buddy.
Andy,
love you too.
Drop a little bit about your show if they don't know who you are and when your show is.
All right, we got the Ginger Bros Dent Show. We're live Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Time. I'm Andy. Brandon, that's the one that lives in Alabama, so quit asking me if I live in Alabama. But next week we'll have Mr. Ryan Shutt on to talk about the Golden Mike. We'll get into some more MTE because that MTE high lasts for a while, so let's talk about it as long as we can.
Yeah,
so y'all tune in.
All right, fine. I'll stay on Facebook a while. Jeez.
You can watch on YouTube.
I don't even know who that is.
That's bad.
Well, guys, thank you very much for coming on.
Appreciate you, brother.
Everyone,
thank you.
Thank you, Kevin Halewood, for the next 2 days. And you guys keep it real, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.